guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Aaliyah J and welcome to my channel. Make sure you subscribe. It's currently Vlogmas right now and I'm about to do a tipsy Q&A. I got some wine here with some fruit in it, and I allowed my Instagram followers to ask me TMI questions. I skimmed through the questions and it was a lot. I'm about to answer some questions that you guys may want to know, some TMI questions. While I do that, I'm gonna be doing my makeup and sipping on some cute wine. I'm currently posting every single day of December, so make sure you guys are subscribed so that you can watch my videos and stay up to date. But if not, I will be posting weekly vlogs after Vlogmas, so still make sure you're subscribed. Are you guys ready for this juicy TMI? I'm about to be spilling all of my tea. So let's give a cheers to my army, my supporters, and let's give another cheers to Vlogmas. Cheers! All right, so before we even get into the Q&A, let's just be real. I'm gonna be transparent and real and honest in these questions. Like, you know, nothing's off limits. It's a TMI. Okay, if I didn't want to be transparent and real, I just wouldn't do the video. Let's get into the first question. Also, all the products that I use are going to be listed down below. Oh my god, everybody want to talk about the doing the do. Like, why do y'all want to know my doing the do life? Oh my god, someone said is your new, oh my gosh, I literally can't. A lot of these questions are gonna be about men. Like, that's all people are asking. They're just asking about the men that I've had in my life, the man that I have in my life right now. So I'm just letting y'all know that this is what the people want to know. Okay, y'all want to know everything about everybody's dating life. Like, why is y'all so nosy? First up, someone said, what is something that turns you on about your man or men in general? Before, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to answer this question because I was honestly so like immature. I've changed the men that I'm into. Like, oh my god, that was so hard to do. I was just like, okay, like, why do I keep going after these type of men? And like, you know, like, I gotta do something different. I feel like in a man right now, I'm definitely not into men who are in the streets. Like, I do not like that stuff anymore. I used to like that and I don't know why. Like, first off, I don't know why girls like that. Like, you don't want men that's in the streets, because trust me, he gonna be in the streets. I've dated a lot of men who don't have like their life together, and I feel like now I'm really into like men who really want things out of life, you know, like they want better things. They don't want to be in the best clubs and be around the most popular people or be in the streets. Like, I don't care for that. I feel like I used to, or not even used to, I feel like that was just the type of man that I used to go to. I don't even think I really thought about it, but now I can definitely say that I'm into men who want like a lot out of life, and that turns me on. Like, men who want to be married and want families, and he has a mind of his own. If he don't want to do something, no one can peer, like, I just don't like men who get peer pressured by like their friends or like other dudes or like the streets or like trends. Like, I don't like stuff like that because I'm not that person. You guys know that I'm not that person who gets peer pressured by trends and stuff. Like, I do what the fuck I want. All right, somebody asked, how do you get over the nerves from asking for someone's number? So this is something that I am very skilled at. Like, one thing about me, I go after everything I want, and that includes money, goals, men. I'm not scared to go up to men. Like, I don't understand why people be scared to go up to men. Like, I don't know, I'm very aggressive. Like, I am very masculine when it comes to dating and men. I am very masculine, and so I'm not afraid to like go up to someone and say like, hey, I think you're, you know, really handsome. Like, what's your name? Can I get your number? Like, I'm not afraid to do that. But I think a lot of the times, like, women are afraid to do that because they are just afraid to just show themselves. And me, I'm not afraid to do that. Like, I'm gonna come as me, and it's whether you like it or not. I've definitely gotten denied before. You guys, there was this one boy, I was in high school. It was, I've been like this, seriously. There was this one boy on a train, and I thought he was the cutest thing I have ever seen before. And so I had told my friend to give me a piece of paper. So I was like, oh, give me a piece of paper, like he's cute, I'm gonna give him my number. And I could tell that he already knew I was like on something, so he was kind of like acting like he didn't want to pay attention to me. So I'm like, I'm gonna give him my number. So I'm on the train, like we on the train like this on the New York City train, and I write my number on a piece of paper, and I'm like I'm like this. He goes, no thank you, and walks away. No, he didn't walk away, he got off the train. Like the doors open, he got off the train. I was like, that was the one and only time I ever got denied, literally. Like, I was shocked. The woman was too stunned to speak. Like, I have never got denied, even in high school. Like, I mean, I wasn't really bagging dudes like that, because you don't really got to. You in school. Like, you got boys to talk to there. But that was crazy. He probably had a girlfriend, or he probably had a boyfriend. Who knows? I don't know, but he definitely said, you thought, and walked off the train at the perfect moment. Like, it was like a movie. Someone said, have you ever tried anything with a woman sexually? I have not, and I probably wouldn't, but that's because I'm just like really not into women. I know some women have like experienced, like they're not into women, but they've definitely experienced. But like, I feel like even then I probably wouldn't. I don't know. I just never really thought about it or craved for it. I'm telling y'all, I knew people was gonna just be asking questions about men. Someone said, are we gonna meet the boyfriend? Absolutely not. I don't think so. I have learned a very valuable lesson. I think like me mixing men on the internet is just not a thing, you know? I have done that how many times, and it has never ended well for me. I just will never go down that path ever again. I will forever keep my relationship private. I will never get that comfortable. And I think that's part of, because of, you know, how my past relationships have panned out. But I think also I just appreciate what I have, and I don't have to prove anything to the internet. Like, it's actually so crazy how like when you just know it's real, you just don't have to prove your point. Like, it doesn't matter. You guys probably won't ever meet him, which is okay, because I know you guys are happy with that, and you guys don't even want me to even post any. Like, that's all I get. Like, people be like, don't post that man, sis. Like, I really have like a fan base that just really has been growing with me for real. Like, y'all, that's all y'all say is do not post that man, and I won't. Trust me, y'all don't gotta worry about it, trust me. So no, you will not be meeting him. Someone asked, would you ever consider having a three-way with your husband? If your husband asked. Absolutely not. I am way too territorial for that, and honestly, I think I do amazing to where another woman would not need to be there. Okay, so no. Okay, next question. Do you ever feel like you fell off? This is a really good question, because you guys know I did stop posting, and I kind of like, you know, kind of fell back a little bit. So I don't think I fell off, because it was my choice to stop posting and to kind of take a back seat. So I don't feel like I fell off. I think when you fall off is like you can't even control it. If you think about it, right now I'm doing really well. I have lasted how long in my career, and I still get likes, views, comments. Like, I still have a very supportive community, and there's a lot of people who can't do that. They can't even build the community in the first place, but I still have a very supportive community after all of these years. And I think, like, you know, obviously I'm not gonna get traction if I'm not posting. Like, I wasn't posting. That was all in my control, and I stopped because I needed a break. So falling off and taking a break is something too different. I definitely taken a break, but fell off, I could never. Someone said, we don't want to see him, but is he a regular or a celeb? I will never tell y'all, because if I tell y'all, then y'all not gonna know who it is. Okay, someone said, when are you going to have a baby? When my body tells me to. No, seriously, I think that I want to have a baby in like a year or two. I think so. I'm gonna be turning 30, but I need a ring first, okay? That's what I want, that's what I need to carry anybody's baby. But I definitely want to have one like in a year or so. So yeah. Somebody said, how do you scout partners with a public platform? So this is a really good question, because a lot of people don't know how to operate with, you know, talking to men because of their platform. And I'm not gonna lie, it is really hard. When I was dating, it would be really hard to like just like talk to men, because they already kind of like had an idea of me if they already knew who I was, which is mad annoying, because it's like, you don't fucking know me. Like, I don't know, I remember like when I was single, I was texting some dude, and he was kind of like just giving me like my big ups, like, oh yeah, like I be seeing you doing your shit and this and that, like, yeah, like, you know, this and that. And I was just kind of like, it's crazy to say, like, I almost feel like I sound like an asshole for saying this, but it annoyed me a little bit, because I'm like, he knows who I am. I didn't know he knew who I was, so he just kind of started saying it out of nowhere, and I was like, he knows who I am. I don't know, I just felt like I wonder if he's like watching me, like, I don't know, it was annoying. I think a lot of people just have the misconception that you talk to celebrities, so like even when you do talk to regular guys, they're like, oh, like, who's in your DM? Oh, who's writing you? Like, they just like crazy, they get like insane. I need a refill. Can I get a refill? Is that a song? Good. Cheers to number 2. Someone said, how do you keep your private area smelling good? By washing it. Okay, someone said, have you ever dealt with toxic in-laws? Luckily, I have not. I have never, ever dealt with toxic in-laws. I am the perfect girlfriend. Every in-law that I ever had has loved me, okay? Like, obsessed. I just get along with family really well. Well, no. Okay, well, there was this one person that I was dating. His sisters didn't like me. You guys, we was about to fight and everything. They didn't have a reason to not like me. So that's the only problem I've ever had with like family in-law. But other than that, all the moms like me. The dads like me. The aunts like me. Some of the I met somebody's godmother before, and they was trying to like intimidate me by like staring in my soul, and I was staring right the back. You ain't intimidating shit. That's just me. Like, I'm definitely like the respectful girlfriend, you know? Like, I'm literally the girl you can bring home. But I'm also gonna have my back and stand up for myself. You're not gonna intimidate me, and I'm not scared. Like, I'm a grown-ass woman. So, yeah. I have always been the perfect girlfriend. Somebody said, do any of your past men try to spin the block? Is that really a question? Like, yes, they try to spin the block all the time. Every last one of them. Like, it's not a question. All men will try to spin the block on their ex. Like, this is not something that's just like to me or anything. They all do that. But let me tell you why they do that. They do that because they need a little ego boost, and if they could get a girl back, then that means that they was fire, and they not like yeah, they could just get it back quick like that. Like, they got it like that. But one thing about me, you can't spin this block. This block is closed. Dead end, baby. Somebody asked, have you and Justin ever had a friendship breakup? If so, why? Of course we had a friendship breakup, you guys. That's my friend. Like, who doesn't have friendship breakups? I don't even think we have a friendship breakup. I think we just like be needing like a moment from each other, because as y'all know, Justin, he is very unfiltered and he be hurting my feelings sometimes. Like, he may think it's like a joke and just like, you know, something that he's just like playing about, but sometimes I be getting like super sensitive where it's like, oh my god, like, you hurt my feelings, and then we start arguing and it's like, he like, I didn't even mean it that way, and I'm like, no, you f***ing meant that shit. Just miscommunication, but it don't be like serious, you know. It's the same way you would have that with any relationship or friendship in your life. Somebody asked, what type of birth control works best for you? I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I am not on birth control, and that's TMI, okay? First off, I only had one birth control ever in my life, and that was the Mirena. I did get that, and I had it in for however many years max I was supposed to have it in, and then I got it out, and ever since then I have not been on birth control, and I have not managed to get pregnant, and I am so lucky about that, because I can't even imagine if I would have got pregnant like 3 years ago. But I already knew that I didn't like really want a baby. Like, I wanted one, obviously, because like that's obviously like the end goal, like family, marriage, baby, business, perfect life, white picket fence. Like, that's obviously like every woman's goal, but I was never sure if it was like the time, and like I was just kind of like, do I want to do that right now? You know, like, I always questioned it. It was just something I wanted, but questioned the timing. Right now I'm not trying, but if it happens, then yes, but I'm not trying right now. All right, somebody said, how does it feel to be F and F? Which, if you guys don't know, 2022 or 23 slang, whatever year that came out, that means F ninja free. And I will say, I definitely am F ninja free. You know, I have somebody, but I am still F ninja free because the person that I'm with is not an F ninja. It feels honestly really good. I just don't gotta worry about the things that I used to worry about. Like, it's high. All right, somebody said, have you ever had a sugar daddy but gave no sugar, or did? I have never had a sugar daddy, but I will say, I think there was this one man. I went to the pool. It was that one time I went to the pool with Justin, and I don't know if I vlogged that day, but it wasn't the beach vlog. There was this one man, you guys, he was a white man, like very old, and he was staring at me the whole time. Like, I can't even be as dramatic as I want to let you guys know how he was staring at me. The whole time he's at the rooftop pool and he's staring at me, he has all of these young girls around him dancing. Mind you, I'm young. I'm like probably like, I think I was probably like 23 or 24 or something like that. I was very young and very scared. Like, one girl had her hand right here. She was behind him. She had her hand right here and she was just dancing. I just kept looking like like not awkward. Somehow I got his number, but we text like a few times, and I just stopped texting him because I was scared. I'm like, what does he want? Like, I have never had a sugar daddy in my life because that scares me. All right, someone said, are you friends with any of your exes still? The answer is no, but there are some that if I seen them out, I would say hey. Like, I'm cool with their entire family, and like, but that's like years ago, like childhood, when I was like 19, you know. Like, honestly, it's only one, I'm not gonna lie. But anybody other than his family, no, I'm not friends with any of my exes, and I never would be friends with any of them. All right, someone said, you don't post your man because he don't want to be posted, or you keeping this one to yourself? And I'm gonna say both. And the reason why I could say both is because I'm absolutely, first off, keeping this one to myself, Even if I did post him, which I could, even if I did post him, he still would be kept to myself. So let's make that clear. But 2, he don't want to be posted because he's not looking for any clout or attention. Like, he does not care to do that. Like, he has a choice to not be posted, and he don't want to be posted because he does not want negative attention. He doesn't even have social media, y'all. So yeah, we is not bringing those problems here. We already know, he already know, and we good. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. I think I'm having so much fun doing this video, and I'm in the house for the rest of the night, but I do not feel like putting on lashes. So y'all gonna have to get this nice soft beat. I'm like a little tipsy. I just stood up to get the spray, and I was like, okay. It's time for me to put on my lip color. So this is a really good one. Someone said, do you do 50-50 with dudes? Now, I have done 50-50 before. And if you don't know, 50-50 means like you pay 50% of the rent or bills or whatever, and the man pays 50%. I've definitely have done 50-50 with someone, as you guys know, because I've definitely said it before, and I don't regret it. A lot of people try to make me feel bad about it, but I literally don't regret that decision, because you got to think about it. I'm not a woman who cooks and cleans all day. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. I got my own business and all of that stuff. In a household, you have roles, and if the woman's role is to make sure the house is clean, make sure the dinner is cooked, make sure, you know, all the man's stuff is together and the house is together. Like, the woman makes the house, and the man pays for the house, but the woman makes it a home. That's not the role I wanted. I don't want to make it a house, a home. I don't want to make it a home because I'm running a business. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I got my own shit going on, and I want to focus on myself. I'm not focusing on if you ate for the day. I'm not worrying about that. Like, I'm just not. Every relationship is transactional. Whether you're getting love, money, physical touch, companionship, everything is transactional. And so a lot of the men that I did date that did have money, they were looking for women to be inside the house girls that was doing all of those things, and that's just not the woman I was. I don't feel bad about it, and I'm so happy that I was able to stand on my own 2 feet and, you know, not be a stay-at-home wife or girlfriend where I'm letting someone else handle those financial things and I don't know anything that's going on, or I don't have any control anywhere. Because guess what? When it was time for me to leave and it was time for me to stand on my own too, I had it, and I was able to do it within a second. But it's true, I'm a boss, and I am a working woman. I don't think a lot of women, this is a very controversial topic, but I don't think a lot of women pay attention nowadays to what comes with the financial dependency when you depend on a man. A lot of that stuff comes with abuse, and it shouldn't. I'm not saying that it's okay, because it should not come with abuse, but a lot of it comes with financial abuse, emotional abuse, and I'm not leaving any room for you to do that, because I'm not that girl. All right, so it's time for me to do my lip color. We're at the end, girl, so we have a couple more questions. Someone said, do you have a private account or a Finsta? So I definitely used to have a Finsta when I was about to become single, and then when I became single, I was on my Finsta, but honestly, it was a little pointless to me. Like, I really didn't care about it as much. Honestly, the only people that I follow on my Finsta right now is just like fashion people. Like, that's it. Like, it's literally like fashion accounts that like post like old vintage pieces or like history about fashion. I don't really follow anyone on my Finsta account, but I definitely did have one at one point. It was fun while it lasted, but you know, I'm a very private person, so even accepting people on there was just a little too much for me. Like, it was a little too much. So somebody asked, do you ever feel a way not having a large group of close girlfriends? So this is a yes and no answer. I just wish that like I could just have female friends that like I could just call and just like say like, yo, pull up, like I won't be here, and I could just trust them because girls are so fucking weird. Like, I am just really over it. Like, I'm at the point though, that's why I said it's a yes and no answer, because I'm at the point where I don't want that or need that. Like, I'm literally done with these bitches. Like, I am done. The girls will take any opportunity to just betray you. It's almost like they have a kink for being weird. I don't understand it. Y'all, I'm a little tipsy. What I'm trying to say is I had female friends who have definitely tried to talk to my dudes, and it's like, damn, like, I can't even like go out with you and you just be regular. Like, everything gotta be about you trying to talk to a nigga or be about D. It's a whole bunch of niggas in here in the club and you want mine. If you want me, baby, just say that. It's not about him, it's about me. And so that's the thing. Like, I just can't deal with that with females. I will say, I do have a lot of female friends that are very loyal and very down to earth and very cool. Like, not all females are like that. I do want to manifest, like, having a better female friend group that I can just be myself with and be open with. And I'm not looking for friends, but if it comes, it comes, and I'm open to it. I'm not closed off from making female friends, but I'm a better, like, now that I'm in my late 20s, I'm a better judge at character. The ones that I know that I don't want to be around and that I don't get along with, I've already cut them off and just let them, I've pushed them out of my life. Like, I just let them go. And the people that I love, they're still here. So I do get sad about not having a large group of friends, but God's rejection is protection. I'm gonna put on some gloss and then we're gonna answer one more question. Okay, someone said, have you ever been in a relationship where the sex was bad and you stayed? So the answer is yes. I definitely have. I haven't done that too many times though. I'm gonna be honest. Child, that was not a fun journey. Like, and I would say that the reason that I definitely stayed is because I felt like it was more of like a emotional connection that I had. But I do wish that I did prioritize, the sexual connection, because I think sex is like very, very, very important in a relationship. Like, everyone should make sure that they are loving their sex life with their partner, because if you're not, then what the hell? Like, that's the fun part, right? I think like going through that process, I had to notice that like a lot of men are very afraid of like affection and just like, being sexually connected. And I think it wasn't even bad because of like the experience. I think it was just the sexual connection. Like, it was just like a block. And I think that happens with just like a lot of men in general. Like, men are just like this, and this is why they're able to go out and cheat and be with a whole bunch of women and not care, because they literally have a wall up. And I think I noticed it then. I vowed to myself to never, ever, ever entertain a man ever like that ever again. You really don't get anything out of it. Like, you think you have emotional connection, but the part of the emotion is definitely connecting on every level. You can't just connect here and not connect there and think you have an emotional connection. Like, sex is very important. And the thing about me is that like I've always been very positive in that area. Like, I'm very open about talking about it. I'm not afraid about it. I don't feel like shame when it comes to it. Like, I'm not that person. And I think that's because I've always been able to talk to my mom about it. Like I said, I told her once I did it. I told my sister first, and then I told my mom, once it happened. So I was very open with it, and we've all been very open with it and able to talk to each other about it. I just noticed that there's a lot of men who are not like that. So to me, it was bad. So that is basically it for my TMI Q&A. You guys, I didn't really drink like a lot, but I had 2 glasses and I'm like done. I'm chatting. This is, I know I'm gonna like watch this back and be like this is so cringe. I already know, but it's alright because cheers. Oh, I forgot to spray setting spray. I forgot to spray setting spray. Okay, ready? All right, anyway, let me stop playing, because y'all really probably think I'm like being a crazy person. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed these questions. I enjoyed them. You guys are hella nosy, but we had some good questions. I might have to make a part 2 because there's some other questions in there that I feel like was just way too good. But if you guys are watching this video, make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, because I might post another little like question box where you can put more questions, because this one was so good. So make sure you're going to my Instagram right now, because I'm gonna post it the day that this video is posted. So make sure you get your questions in. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and make sure you guys are subscribed so that you can tune into Vlogmas every single day of December. Okay, thank you guys so much. Army, I love you guys so much. Thank you for always supporting me, and cheers guys. Cheers to 2024 coming. Bye guys.